welcome to part 2 of the search for love and trust. If you have not watched part 1, I'm going to leave that linked in a card up above on the right hand side, and I suggest that you watch that and then you watch part 2 so that it makes sense. Let's continue off with where we left off in part 1.
Stanley, I just don't understand. That's so mean.
I am so sorry, Abby, but don't worry, I'm gonna help you. Let's get your cat out of the bathroom. And you'll be staying at my place. You're not staying here.
But Stanley, I don't need to.
No, you're staying at my place. I want to make sure you're safe. You know, I have an extra room.
Well, if you're sure. I mean, I don't want to put you out.
You're not putting me out, Abby.
So as Stanley drove Abby to his place, they had talked and he had learned about her past and about how she's an orphan and about how she wants to be an author and start a business. And he was really proud of her because she has gone through so much. And he wanted to help her any way he can, and he really liked her. Stanley knew that there was something different about Abby.
Well, Abby, here's my home. I hope you like it.
Stanley, this is a beautiful home. You have 3 cars?
Yeah, I like to have a car, for my grandmother when she comes.
Oh, that's nice of you, Stanley. That's very nice.
Well, Abby, if you need a car, I have one here that you can use.
Oh, no, Stanley, I do not want to put you out. I'll call Uber.
No, Abby, I will drive you anywhere that you need to go if you don't want to drive.
Stanley, you're so kind to me. Why?
Abby, I think that you're special. And there's something about you that's just different. I like to be around a person who is ambitious, who likes me for me. And it seems like that most girls just want rich men, but I don't want a girl like that.
Yes, I understand. I don't want anyone who just puts his value in money.
So both Abby and Stanley had gotten a really good sleep and both felt really happy. The next morning, Abby had to work, and so Stanley was ordering a coffee.
Abby, I swear you make the best coffees.
Well, Stanley, thank you. I appreciate that, but I am sure that there are other people who make them better.
No, Abby, you make them the best.
As they were talking, in walks Sorsha.
Hi. Is that Stanley up there with that mouse?
Sorsha, you don't need to be so mean.
Well, she's stealing my man. I've already warned her to stay away from Stanley. It looks like that she needs to be taught another lesson.
What do you mean, another lesson?
I'll tell you later.
Sorsha, there's no reason to be so mean. He's not going to like you. There are plenty of other men.
Hi, Stanley. Stanley, I'm so happy to see you. We must go out because I think you're special. Sorsha, I have told you time and time again, I am not interested. I don't want to go out with you. And besides, I like Abby. She's special to me. Oh, Stanley. Abby, I have warned you. Stay away from Stanley. That's my man.
And so as Sorsha was yelling at Abby, Zoe overheard, and she stayed nearby because she wanted to hear what Sorsha had to say.
I have told you, and I thought that your house would have been a lesson for you to stay away from Stanley.
So Zoe was mad when she heard that.
Sorsha, are you the one who trashed our house?
Well, she needed to be taught a lesson. No one crosses me.
Sorsha, that's just so mean. You can get arrested for that.
Oh, please. Who would arrest me? I'm Sorsha.
That doesn't matter who you are. That's not an excuse for your attitude to trash Abby's house. That was just mean.
It's done, and Stanley won't know about it.
Oh, yes, he will.
You will not tell Stanley.
Stanley, I'm sorry to say this, but Sorsha trashed Abby's house.
What?
Sorsha is the one who trashed Abby's house.
Miss Mouse, you don't have a French eclair? What kind of employee are you? You must be fired. Sorsha, I've had enough of your attitude. You have gone too far. You trashed Abby's house? You've gone too far. I don't like you. I don't know how many times I have to say this, but trust me, we will be taking action. Oh, Stanley, I know you want me. No, I do not. I don't want a girl with a nasty attitude. You're a snake, Sorsha. A snake. Oh, Stanley, you play hard to get. I don't think so, Sorsha. Just watch your back.
Abby, I am so sorry what Sorsha did. My husband is actually a contractor, and I am going to talk to him about rebuilding your houseboat. Oh, thank you, but you don't need to do that. I can just... No, Abby, I want to help. Please just allow me to help. Well, but I don't know how much I can pay you. No, I don't want you to pay me. Henry, Abby's house was trashed. Sorsha trashed her house. That's so mean. She doesn't have anyone to help her to fix her house.
Don't worry, honey. I'm on it. I am going to talk to Stanley, and we are going to figure out how to get her house fixed up. Stanley had actually called me. Oh, Henry, I thank you for helping Abby. I will pay. No, I don't want any money. I just want to help. Please just allow me to help. I'll actually help you to rebuild. The main thing is that I want you to watch over Abby, and I want you to take care of Abby.
Thank you so much, Henry. You have no idea how much that this means to me.
My father owned this boat, and it's all I have of him. So here is Abby's rebuilt houseboat. They really redid her houseboat, and it looks very nice. They added some rugs, and they added a kitchen table where Abby can work, and they put in a bookshelf and a TV, some couches, and also a coffee area. Upstairs is her room, and they got her a new bed. Stanley, I really appreciate this.
It's my pleasure. I am very glad to help, and you are very special to me. I would love for you to meet my grandmother when she arrives in town.
Stanley, are you sure? I don't want to put you out.
I have a meeting with a real estate agent, and I would love your help.
Stanley had met with Eliana to buy a property for his spa that he's opening up, and he wanted Abby to help him with it. So they had built the spa, and if you want to tour the spa, I will have that linked in a card above, and also I'm gonna have that linked in the information bar below. So Sorsha, meanwhile, is at her house thinking that she is going to meet Stanley.
Looks so sexy. Hi. How can any man resist me? I mean, look at this. I'm just, mirror, mirror on the wall. Who's the fairest of them all? Me, Sorsha. Man, I look nice, but I know that Stanley is here at the mall.
He will not be able to
resist me in this outfit. I'm telling you, Sorsha is just a piece of work. She has been harassing me, and she even trashed Abby's house. Henry explained that to me. I'm just baffled. Hi, Stanley. Sorsha, go away. Stanley, we must simply chat. Did Stanley not say to you to go away?
Stanley has been so nice and I really don't know how to repay him. Well, it's nice to just allow help into your life. Not everyone is nice, but you have found a good man in Stanley. In fact, my husband is his best friend. Actually, his only friend. Oh, well, that's nice to know. I'm glad that he has a really good friend. In fact, Abby, if you need anyone to hang out with, or to talk to, please call me. I don't mind.
I'm sorry to say, but we have to leave. Sorsha's here.
So they had gone to the fountain, and Stanley was sitting on the bench trying to relax. And, Christine and her husband were on that sky flying thing, just having fun. And Stanley and Abby were having a great time.
Abby, is there anything that you need to buy here?
No, Stanley, I don't need anything.
Abby, I've noticed you only have one pair of shoes.
I insist on buying you at least a pair of shoes.
No, Stanley.
No, Abby, don't argue.
Later that week, Stanley had introduced Abby to his grandmother.
It's so nice to meet you. I really appreciate you having me over. Please, dearie, you are special to Stan. I heard about what happened with their houseboat. I think that girl is awful. Yeah, she is, and she keeps on harassing Stanley. That little girl needs to be taught a lesson, and if anyone can do it, Granny can.
Sorsha won't leave me alone, and she won't leave Abby alone. I did call the authorities about her houseboat. I made a report, but Sorsha just will not let up.
Well, then she needs a dose of Granny, and Granny's gonna take care of that bitch.
Oh, Stanley, you're such a good kisser.
Stanley, how could you? I thought that you didn't like...
Don't, she kissed me.
Sorsha, you are just too much. I can't take this anymore.
How dare you slap me, Sorsha? I have told you time and time again, I'm going to press charges. Stanley, you don't mean that. If I lose my Abby because of this, you're toast.
Sorsha had kissed Stanley, and it looks like he let her. I seriously doubt that. Stanley can't stand Sorsha. Yeah, in fact, I can't either. She's too much. It hurt to see them kiss. I think Sorsha needs a taste of her own medicine. I think I know the perfect man to help.
Still think that we should ignore her and just file a restraining order.
Oh no, honey. That little bitch needs to be taught a lesson, and that's what we're gonna do.